Hey everyone, it's Travis. First of all, I want to thank everybody that was supportive of Dan and I's trip out to Washington, D.C. And so I'm going to try to do this all unscripted here and try to update everybody on kind of the page that Dan and I are on, why we made our trip, because to be honest with you, the last place I really wanted to go was Washington, D.C., because I'm just a hick from Wyoming like everybody else. But after the election, I started going down the rabbit hole a little bit and come to awaken about what's actually going on here. So I decided we'd go ahead and share some of those things with you. If you notice, we put some hints on our t-shirts, our Wyoming sweatshirts that we wore out there. And I'm not going to reveal everything because it's pretty mind-blowing, but at this point I've got to accept that, okay, either I'm right about this or I'm going to be the village idiot, especially by releasing a YouTube video or, sharing it with Facebook friends and stuff. And anyways, so feel free to share the video. First off, Washington, D.C., we were down there. We were at the Capitol. We did not go into the Capitol, but we talked to people that were into the Capitol. I actually talked to the guy that was at Pelosi's desk, okay? All patriots, everything. It was a setup, okay? It's like made for TV, believe it or not, because we went back to our room and we turned on CNN. And it's like, oh my gosh, they're storming the Capitol there, whatever, Well, Trump told us to go down there. He's like, we're going to walk down to the Capitol. And then as soon as we got to the Capitol, the Capitol Police, they just opened it up and let us walk through there. If you watch some of the video, there's little old ladies walking through there and everything else. But what you have to understand is a lot of this was staged, probably filmed with different people before the event. Trump took a lot of time with his speech. And Dan and I were at the rally, and we're like, yeah, this isn't going to go down this time. We kind of knew this, but so what's he dragging it on? Because he was just dragging it on, the fraud. And it's like, come on, let's get to something really good here, victory. So we end up going down to the Capitol, and there was not a lot of restrooms and stuff, so I was like, I've got to go pee, so let's run back to the room. Our room wasn't too far from the Capitol, right? But we got down to the Capitol. Everybody went up on the Capitol. We went back to the room. We turned on the news, and everything was being played out completely different than what was actually happening, okay? So, anyways, thanks for the support. We've got more pictures and videos and stuff. It's just everything's been crazy, and we're not like video editors or anything, so it's hard to, put that all together. So that's why I did the video. I've got a lot of people, are you okay? We saw the Capitol and everything, and it's like, yeah, we're fine, okay? So, let me begin to tell you what's going on here, okay? So even before Trump's presidency, there's been a secret military operation running in the background of everything to take, these are the constitutional republic. These are the people that are to protect the Constitution, okay? So in 1960, John F. Kennedy ran against Nixon. And the same thing happened in 1960. The mob helped Kennedy cheat in Illinois. Nixon conceded, and Kennedy became president. But when Kennedy got into office, he turned on the mob. And the mob being like the infiltration of government. We're talking like the deep state, the Illuminati, the military-industrial empire, everything. Because what we need to understand is war creates money for those that are in control, if that makes sense. You got the Rothschilds, you got the Vatican Church, the Vatican Church funded both the Germans and the Americans and the British in World War II. So let's even double back even further in history, okay? We're going to go back a little further. So the Civil War, even in that instance, we got funded by basically the Illuminati, the bad guys in a sense. Because remember, they make money off of wars. They are in control of a lot of things. We're starting to find that out right now. That's why they call this the Great Awakening, okay? So even back in the Civil War, we created the Republican Party to free the slaves, which was a good thing. But we were facing the Illuminati. They didn't want that, They wanted slavery, just like everybody's trying to get enslaved now. Wear your mask. Don't do this, do that. Complete government control. So what happened in the Civil War was great because we freed the slaves, but we created a two-party system. Team red, team blue, right here. So right then that creates division amongst people. Where our Constitution was like, okay, we're all as one people, we're all patriots, and for president, we would like to elect, well, I like that guy, I like that guy. You know, there was never supposed to be division, right? So that's why 1776, we want to go back. Right now we're under like a maritime law, not really constitutional law, right? Our social security numbers get printed up. We basically get sold out to the people with all the money, the big, the Vatican churches, the Illuminati, the people that took over South Africa and enslaved the rest of the country. So I'm going to take a little break and think out my next skit, and then I will continue recording.